Meeting to order. First item is the Pledge of Allegiance. Can you guys lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your help. So why don't we do this? Why don't we move up your application? That way you don't have to sit through the whole meeting tonight. So we have a chicken permit for 119 Brookside. We've gotten one letter that supports your application from Fridley, Jason Fridley. We have a picture.
Ooh,
We have the fee. We have the paperwork. Mike?
it's got a lot.
Good. It's been reviewed, positive. Looks like it's going, okay. We've got the, so where are you planning to put it? Right in the corner, in the back?
In the back of the house.
Okay.
So if you're looking at the house from the back,
Yeah,
it's sort of in the middle of the back
okay,
of the house.
okay.
And then I also I'm building a chicken tractor. I'm almost done with it, like a movable PVC pipe and
Okay,
hardware mesh. Almost done.
okay. So the procedure is just that we notified everybody, we go through this process. We just want to let you know, we haven't had this issue, but if we do have an issue, we have the right to revoke your permit immediately. We haven't had that issue, so we just ask that we want to let you know that just in case something happens, we haven't had that problem. Does anybody have any questions? Lori, did I miss anything?
No.
So we need a motion to go ahead and approve 119 Brookside Lane.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion from the
You
board?
back into the vacant area behind, right?
We back into the creek, so
Yeah,
down the hill.
yes, yeah, that's what I meant.
Right.
We just took that over.
Oh. Oh, good. So the Amish won't go cut down the trees and.
We bought that whole property. So we own that 12 acres, so,
Yay,
yes.
Thank you.
Will you guys name any of the chickens, the trustee or mayor or something like that, nice? Right? Okay.
Marky sounds like a
Right.
good name for a chicken.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You guys are approved. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
So, before we get started, I wanted to move up under the mask policy for the village. All of you have a copy of this. Again, we spoke with NICOM today. I think this policy, what I'd like to do is roll this out as a policy for the village. When we spoke with NICOM, John Mancini today, you cannot force an employee to get the shot, but if they don't have the shot, they have to wear a mask. That's the governor's mandate, so they have to wear a mask. I'll read this protocol out. Buildings and public spaces in accordance with the recent CDC guidelines and New York State mask mandate. The Village of Fayetteville will not require any employee, volunteer, or person to wear a mask when inside or outside of a designated Village of Fayetteville building or public space if they have been fully vaccinated for COVID-19. Any employee, volunteer, or person entering, using, or occupying the designated Village of Fayetteville building or public space who is not wearing a mask may be asked to show proof of vaccination. In the event the employee or volunteer cannot or is unwilling to provide proof of vaccination, a mask will be required per the CDC guidelines and recommendations of the New York State mask mandate. So that will be the official policy of the village unless any of you have any issues with that.
Need a
Good.
motion or anything?
Succinct. We should have a motion. Yes.
So I make a motion, we accept that mask policy.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I just wanted to put that up front, just so we could, because people are watching and wondering why. We're all vaccinated at this table and at that table, so. Okay, next is the meeting minutes of 5/10/21.
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
Need a-
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any deletions, changes, or corrections?
I voted no on the, I voted no on the dog park because I felt that Fayetteville was providing park for our residents, but also for all the town residents that don't necessarily support us. I do realize that the DPW, the town DPW does help us out with things. So, but I'm not opposed to having a dog park. It's just, it's very frustrating that,
Go ahead, Dan.
very frustrating that the Village of Fayetteville provides parks, provides a nice senior center, provides many other things, including now a sidewalk that I imagine will be taken care of. And the recognition for the Village of Fayetteville is that we do it, and anybody who wants to can use it. That was my objection. There was one, Lori, there was one, here should have been H-E-A-R, and I can't remember what.
Okay.
But within the, I don't think it makes any difference. Actually, you know, the way the computer saw it was H-E-R-E and H-E-R. So my objection was simply that, you know, it's nice that we have all these things, but the town gets to take advantage of them without that costing them money. Well, once again, I do want to thank the DPW, the town DPW, for the help that they give us with our roads and so on and so forth.
Okay. I have one change under Verizon lease agreement, Lori.
Yes.
It says, the cell tower location will address the interoperability that Verizon customers, DPW, police, fire, and EMS are having in that area, which is what we talked about. Okay. Any other changes, deletions, corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstract 22 dated today in the amount of $118,850.25. Need a motion to go ahead and pay that?
So moved.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Dan. You had a chance to go through?
I went through a lot of them, Dennis went through some of them. I guess there's some new ones I didn't take a look at yet, but.
Yeah. In the beginning, there was some duplicate tax payments, and that's what we got a list from the county that they paid, the resident paid, and also the company paid that does their escrow, plus some of the penalties were wrong, so we refunded those. So, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We need to make a motion to authorize the mayor and clerk Corset to make the year-end transfers to
So-
balance the accounts.
So,
Moved by Pam.
Second.
Seconded by Mike. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Sarah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little back.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna.
I just wanted to make sure you. Tax warrant. We need a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the general fund tax warrant for 2021, 2022 taxes, that the bills will go out June 1st. It's every year I do it. Lori gave it to me.
So moved.
second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next is our public hearing on noise ordinance. Ted, can you give us a brief recap?
Yeah, the town of Manly has recently considered and ultimately adopted modifications to its noise control regulations. And the three villages have taken that same issue under consideration, with the goal being everybody's on the same page and working off the same set of regulations. So the changes involve incorporating more objective standards for defining what objectionable noise or unnecessary noise is. And there were some text amendments to expand on examples, as I recall, of what can and cannot be done. So the one big difference between our local law and the town's is our last section where we define the hours for which certain noise is accepted and the hours where certain noise is prohibited. At the town level, they do 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. across the board. In the village, There's been a history of defining it more specifically for Monday through Saturdays and then Sundays and holidays. So the very last section of our local law, we're talking about decibel maximum. You'll see that our draft local law sticks with the timeframes that have been established in the existing code.
Okay. Okay.
And the one issue everybody's concerned
Yeah,
with is,
the only,
are we gonna confuse the town police? Because
there you go.
we're not going 7 to 10, 10 to 7, we're going on a little bit different of a schedule.
Right.
So there may be an enforcement issue.
Well, that's definitely what the police are saying. And I checked with many residents, and I really, it's probably 50-50 as far as what time. The thing that, I think the thing that bothers people more than anything else is not whether neighbors start their lawnmowers up and do that, or do that type of thing. But when they have landscapers come in at the earlier, 7 o'clock as opposed to 8 o'clock. But actually, was 50-50, I was surprised. A lot of people said, doesn't bother me if they start at 7, so I don't care. It's up to everybody else. I mean, I didn't get a good answer one way or the other.
Okay. So let's go ahead and open the public hearing.
What do you mean by noise?
Ted, you mentioned something about decibels or?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Well,
They define a decibel, that unnecessary noise is split up between 70 decibels at certain times and 50 decibels at other time periods.
Right now, it isn't clearly, it's a little different in each municipality. So the town is asking, and rightfully so, we agreed, that we should have, so that they can enforce
what's the
that.
difference between a 70 decibel and a 50 decibel?
Hold on, I have a chart that tells me what decibels
No,
are.
not-
No, seriously,
No, I'm sorry,
GM.
Yeah, I asked, I got it.
no, you know what, Pat, if Pat Massett is listening, he can send it to me again. He sent it to me and it tells you like a chainsaw is this, a lawnmower is this, and it goes through and it tells you the decibel meters. And if he sends it to me, I will let you know.
Okay, no, I just.
It was very interesting
No, I just-
to hear what a normal, something normal is. Yeah.
Somebody's blowing your deck,
Yeah. We don't really have too many issues. Where this is coming from is there's some issues in Signal Hill, between Signal Hill and some.
That's where it came
So, and this addresses that.
Oh, okay. What's so, like, if they're working, if they start working at 4 o'clock every day, till it's dark, what's the time frame?
We said 9 o'clock at night.
So they can work till 9
Till
o'clock
9.
at
Yeah.
night?
Yeah, and where the towns is 10, I think, and we just felt that was a
Okay.
little
That's
bit,
inside, outside, doesn't matter.
just a
where.
little bit later. No, inside you're fine, as long as it
Mhm.
doesn't, inside your house?
Well, no, inside, but this is all outside. we're
This is,
talking
yeah, decibels, noise, it can be heard outside.
about. Okay, good, that's all.
He hasn't sent me anything, but it is interesting,
No, I'm
I'll
just
show you.
curious.
I wanna show you.
Sorry, Dan.
Okay. Anybody else?
How about horns?
Whistles.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because I had to call, this winter when we were, in Florida. There were teenage girls or something on their lanai, and they were keeping us awake. And I didn't know, so I Googled, who do I call? And there's actually a number. In Naples, there's a number that you call. So
Yeah.
who do you call here? The police, I guess.
Yes, non-emergency
Or
number.
that
listened
guy,
for
or
quite a
codes,
while.
or him.
Right, but we'll start with police.
We listened
Codes
for
isn't
quite
at
a while, and we
24/7.
thought, "No, I know where this is going.
Yeah, they are not, they're not on the weekends.
Okay,
They're not on business.
any comments from the trustees? So we need to make a motion?
There,
But
I had a one little comment about the pet part of that, where it said that the injury to a pet see that pet. It said that injury to a pet would, causing injury to a pet, would
Any
not be this.
any excessive or unusually loud sound or any sound which either annoys, disturbs, injures, or endangers the comfort, repose, health, peace, and safety of a reasonable person, or which causes injury to animal life or damage to property or businesses.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be distress injury, like, 'cause injury sort of implies like a physical, would injury distress be more explain, 'cause who comes out with a physical injury with an animal
Well,
from noise?
I'm guessing that, or what I thought it meant to be is that loud noises can do internal damage to your eardrums. And that's
Oh,
the injury
right,
I was
but-
talking about.
But mostly people come away with complaints that animals come unhinged and anxiety and, you know, these things are much more, a stronger complaint.
You know, like a dog
from
that whines
noises.
all day for separation anxiety because the owner isn't there.
Yeah, I mean, they're distressed, strongly distressed from the noises, and that's a lot more common, and those people are not coming away with bills for hearing loss for their animals, but they have a strong complaint about that.
Right, and I think that's probably addressed under the animal control provisions in the code, although I don't have a legal.
Mark Rusick had to get rid of his dogs.
Yeah,
down
at
the
the-
pines.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
another area of,
Right,
Yes.
yeah, it falls into a different category other than excessive noise.
okay.
All right. So we need a motion to go ahead and adopt the local law.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any more discussion?
Well, it's just that the police are going to be saying, you got one more for this.
Okay. All,
I already heard from them on it.
Oh, the time shouldn't be that.
if you don't, we'll purchase you one, so. So, the police have to purchase new ones too, so, because I think they're old, the ones are not, so. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we're meeting to start the Limestone Bishop's Brook project. We're having a contractor meeting. The DEC representative will be here along with Barton LaJudas, the contractor, DPW, and myself. You've already given me the authorization to approve the contract with approval of council, but we need the change order approval for me for the project as we move forward. So, need to make a motion to allow the mayor to make change orders to keep the project moving forward. Ted, you can review that.
You want a certain
Up
number
to
of change orders
$10,000,
or
up to
amount
10
or
Up 3 change orders up to $10,000.
each or altogether?
No.
$10,000, 3 change orders.
Right.
So moved.
Each one, up to 10 or?
No, 3
Total.
up to 10.
Oh, okay.
3 up to 10.
Okay,
So moved.
second.
Any discussion?
I got nervous. That was just one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Where are they starting? I mean, they're starting right here in the.
Bishop's
building.
Brook.
Yeah, but you don't know exactly where, which end?
No. Okay, trustee Small.
Okay, so DPW open projects list, we have the DPW is still under lockdown, so they have their number of 315-637-6065. If anybody needs anything, blue bins or anything else from the DPW, they can call there. And if they get an answering service or machine, they can leave a message and they'll be called back. Sanitary sewer calls, again, just to reiterate, the Onondaga County Department of Water Environment and Protection and the DPW take calls about that, but the WEP is more responsible from the village, but you can start with the village if you have a problem with a sewer. Carriage Hill, Pine Ridge, and Salt Springs, storm line under the road, of course, we've discussed that in the past, and that'll be part probably of this project going on with the, what we just talked about, right, for
Mhm.
for that project. Ledyard Dike cleaning around the bridge area on Route 92 is still underway. On Thompson Street, where they had removed and tried to have grass growing between the sidewalk and the street, such a narrow area, and with parking there, it's become a problem with keeping the grass growing there, so they are going to replace the grass with road grindings. And we've already discussed that at these meetings, and we already approved that process. Beard Pond, there's some problems with fishermen at Beard Ponds, fishing people, because the fish hooks and the fishing lines and things get caught up in the fountains. And they're
Of
ruining the
course.
fountains. They're also taking out the electrical cords that feed the fountains, or, disturbing a lot of things that way. So you need to either put up no fishing signs or do something different.
So would you like to make a motion that we have no fishing signs installed for Beard Park?
Well,
Yeah.
we've already approved that.
No, we haven't. If we did, he wouldn't be asking.
We
for
talked
these
about
signs.
it in the past,
We
but we
did.
never went forward
We
with
never
it, to
did.
my
We never
recollection.
approved it?
No,
No.
these are great, thank you. So we need a motion to go
So
ahead.
I'll make a
and-
motion that we would install unobtrusive, no fishing signs, low profile, so that people see them, but they're not
Second.
taken away from the park appearance.
Moved in second. Plus, they're taking all those fish that we purchased
Right, yeah.
to help eat the algae. There's
Yeah.
fish that we purchased to eat the algae,
I
so.
know, but my sister and I spent hours fishing when we, because we grew up on Franklin Street and we used to go down to the pond and fish all the time.
Yeah, but there wasn't fountains in there when you used to do that.
That's true.
Now these fountains are about $5,000 a piece when we
Are
have to
there a
replace them.
lot of people who fish?
Yes,
though?
yeah.
A lot
the
of
other
people
day
that
when we were
fish, and a
there-
lot of fishing line is getting wound up in the
What is it?
side, the
Understand
pumps
that
of the
part.
thing and stuff like that,
So
yeah.
I just hate to see them.
Are they catch and releasing? What are they
We're not
doing?
100% sure of what they're doing, so.
And the carp we put in there are valuable. I mean,
Yes.
they've grown to a certain size, and they're there
Oh,
for
I've
a
seen
reason,
them.
so,
We don't want them to take them.
they've already taken from when you were fishing and years ago, they've taken all the goldfish out of there, all those little fish that
Right.
grow up through the years
Just
there
get
and
the
stuff,
little
they're all,
puppies and-
all gone, but
There's other places to fish,
you can go Limestone Creek.
so, all right. Sorry to make you sad, but,
Well,
okay.
No, it'd be nice for little kids to be able to
well,
have
that's
a
what I
place
mean.
like that, but,
We used to take our kids.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't, I wish there was another alternative.
Listen, we can try it, and if we get a lot of other comments, we can take them down.
We've said that about a lot of things, and we've never gone backward.
I just didn't know how many people it affects.
Well,
so.
we asked the person not to do it when we were there, putting them in, and they just went around us and started fishing. And got caught when we were there on our line.
And it's like Dan says, there's a lot of people that come to do that don't live in the village of Fayetteville too, so
Yeah.
perhaps, I'm sure there's a lot of village people that go there, but there's a lot of other people too.
So,
We have a place they can fish,
Right.
Berry Springs.
Limestone Creek,
No, it's too fast.
Right?
Ledyard
It's
Canal.
too dangerous.
Okay.
Ledyard
Okay.
Canal's
All,
all right.
all in favor?
Hi.
Hi.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Did you hear that? Dan abstained.
Okay, parks, the play,
Because I need, why did you say no, I have the reason?
Abstain because it's been a tradition, and I'm nervous about, ruining
He
little
agrees
kid,
with Mrs.
little
Sweeney.
kids' fun.
we all agree with you.
Right. We can send you the bill if you want to pay the bill.
I
So,
know.
okay, all right. That's
Maybe
fine.
it'll promote a way around it, we'll figure out a way around it by talking about it.
Yep,
Playground equipment, Washington and Coulter Parks, so they've started that, they've pretty much installed the equipment in Washington,
Mhm.
waiting for stuff to cure and to be able to fill it in. And looking into and we already talked about this, the resurfacing of the basketball court at Coulter when we do perhaps
Yep.
the paving of the roads, things of that area.
yep, when we finish
Do Good
Brookside.
Road Park will start soon.
Yeah, we have a
Bear-
meeting there tomorrow morning at 9:30 with the fence company, so.
Okay. Beard Park fountains are in, we just talked about those, and Canal Landing and Feeder Street area will be cleaned up around the
Yeah.
houses and mowed
Yeah.
when they
The-
get to it or whatever.
The chief and the DPW superintendent got into the houses today, so we're gonna start cleaning up around the two houses, and then we're gonna start getting estimates to get them torn down, so.
Yeah.
Unless you have a need for them. So. No, I didn't know if you wanted to use them for roofs or anything. You're good. Got it.
black mold and everything in there.
Thank you.
Uh,
So, okay.
Crosswalks, as far as the Main Street along Genesee and Mott Road, they need to finish up with the signage and things there.
Everything's been installed, okay.
Everything's been installed, looking on the LED upgrade for some of the streetlights down
We
there.
have that, and do we have enough, that we went through the budget, is
Got
there enough?
in there?
So he can go ahead and order those then.
Okay.
So do you wanna
Need
make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we purchase the LED upgrade for the streetlights that
Okay.
they looked at
Yep.
in that project.
Moved by Mike, need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And last is paint striping for the remaining village crosswalks, stop lines, and parking lots. They will be getting to those as the weather is going on.
We just need to
I
make
guess
sure we
there's
have a
some
letter
on the
going
back
out.
too here.
Yep.
Limestone Bishop's Brook, we just talked about. Bridges, we've talked about in the past, we're still waiting
Yep,
to
we
hear
did just
back
get
on
we
that.
got a questionnaire back from the state, and so Barton and Judas is filling out those, they had some questions, so they're filling out the answers for that grant.
The right-of-way permit, I think was just you were gonna finish
Yep.
that with him, so
Yep.
we're pretty
We're good.
much finished
Yep.
on that. And then the Memorial Day Parade, all the full-time employees and summer help will be working to set up the trucks and the barricades and things like they have to do in conjunction with the police department.
Okay.
And we're not having a ceremony, is that
No.
what I hear?
Right, yep.
Okay. Not
Sorry.
that, but, as far as purchases, we are hiring summer help, and so with that, we do the safety training for them. That's led by Lou Trost for a cost of $400, so I make a motion that we would approve that
Okay,
training.
moved by Mike, need a second?
Second.
Second by Dan. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And
Okay.
then flag poles, which are on the telephone poles up and down the street, some of those need to be replaced, so he'd like to replace those. And also a few flags for a cost of around $300, so make a
Are
motion.
we going with wood? Still stay with the wood?
I guess.
Okay. so
They've
that's-
lasted a long time, I mean, it's
Yeah, I
just a
know,
matter of,
that's fine
you
with me,
know.
I just didn't know. if
Just
it
give
was-
Karen the flags, because Mr. Delaney will pick them up and he'll dispose of them properly.
Yeah,
So,
I was thinking about flags, so if they come up, when are they going up, like Friday for Memorial Day?
I would assume so, yeah.
I think it'd probably be a lot easier if we just leave them up right through July 4th. Because you got Flag Day 2 weeks later, so you put them up, you take them down, then, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not micromanaging you or Pat.
No, I'll tell them that we think that's a
You
good
know,
idea.
right through
Right.
the 4th, I mean, you know. Because we always put them on Flag Day too, right?
right,
Yeah,
Do we put them up for Father's Day or not?
no.
no, we put different flags up.
So we need a motion,
So moved that we purchase the flags and the
Second.
flag poles.
seconded by Pam. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We talked about the projects, we talked about the purchases, and we talked about the parks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Washington Park is actually looking better than what I thought it was gonna look like.
Yeah.
With the size and things like that,
Yeah.
you know, and the,
Oh.
where they put new equipment and everything.
While we're on that, so we did find that we, per trustee Doug will be, and he had a ceremony at the school tonight. We did miss one set of swings when we were doing the whole process. So they took the swings from Coulter, brought them to Washington so we could finish Washington. Now we need to replace those. So the total cost of the replacement of these would be $2431.44. So we need a motion to go
So
ahead
moved.
and purchase those swings for Coulter Park.
Yeah, that was
Second.
just,
Second.
they just thought it was in there.
Right. Okay, excellent.
Just-
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, fire department, trustee Kinsella. No applications,
Nope.
purchases.
Yep. Want me to read them?
I'll do it if you want, I want to.
Whatever you want.
You looked at them all, right?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Okay.
So there's 5, I think. One's for next year's budget. First one's a vent fan. It's $4,150, includes freight.
Is that a sole source vendor?
It is,
Okay,
and I have the letter attached with my document for,
okay,
I
so,
I reviewed these with Lori earlier to make sure
Right.
that the sole source letter was
good,
acceptable.
with each one, okay. So we need a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Dan,
Second.
second by Mike. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
The next one's a Toughbook computer for the ambulance. It's $3,385. It's on New York State contract, and the contract number's on the quote.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
This is a 21-22 purchase for 4 sets of turnout gear. It's 3-month lead time, so I just want to get them ordered.
Okay.
We're doing it with Manlius to keep the pricing the same. We're buying 10 sets together, he's buying 6, I'm buying 4.
Okay.
So $25.38 per set for $10,152.
That's for next budget?
Right.
Next budget cycle.
Yeah.
Is that the same price as we paid
Same
when
as
we
last
bought it?
year.
Good,
Yep.
okay. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded?
That's for next year though, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Contract numbers attached to it as well.
Thank you.
2 station computers through BOCES for $1,746.82 out of this year's budget.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And the last one's a hose roller for $6,360, and it is a sole source bid.
You're not replacing our favorite thing that Dan and I used for years.
Are you kidding
are
me?
You
No,
can't.
no,
yeah.
this is
What?
actually one used at the scene.
I thought the
Do we still have
firemen
it?
were hose
You still have it?
rollers. I th-
No,
You gotta see this thing.
This is at the scene when you pull it up.
I know.
Sorry for everybody listening.
So
There's an
moved.
old machine that works
Second.
great.
It's still there, we wash it
Good.
all the time with
Good.
it.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And Laura, you know what's out of this year and what's out of next? Good. Okay. Anything else, Chief?
Just wanted to check on the Health EMS 360 from Stryker.
Ted? The 360 agreement?
Yeah,
Right? You're good?
I'm good. I had a couple stupid questions for you, but as long as you understand what's covered. Because,
Everything on the list.
okay,
Why don't you two meet right after the meeting? So,
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
I
Yes.
gotta be prepared, because it's Manlius and Twitter
yeah.
on this as well,
okay,
so I just gotta be ready to do it,
okay.
that's all.
Anything
I'll
else, Chief?
sign 'em.
No, we just had our orientation class of 6 volunteers, and then we graduated 3 from the recruit fire class on Friday, after 13 weeks, that was nice.
Yep.
And we have about 15 in the pipeline volunteers, so,
Yeah, I saw today 4 off, 4 on, so
yep.
at least you're eating.
Yeah, what,
Yeah.
there was one I was shocked I got talked to you.
Yeah, a bunch of them they're in school, and we're not,
Oh, that's what
they're
it
only
was.
here for a couple weeks, so
That's
we're not,
what- I
there's
think
so many
that's-
people now, it's,
I'm shocked about this one because this kid was so into it.
yeah. So
Okay, that's what, he's went to college.
We got a lot in the pipeline, so it's a good problem to have. So,
I spoke to 2 of them yesterday, and it was very nice to hear them, how they appreciated the training, and they really, I mean, the work that they put in, and to say thank you to us, I thought was said words about the people that took that training, so.
they are 2 great kids. They did EMT class during this too, which isn't,
Yeah,
they went there during the day and got beat up, and then they went to EMT class at night,
yeah.
so they,
Can you get a copy of that video so we could send it to the trustees? I'd like
Yeah.
them to see that video, just to see what they went through.
yep.
So, and if you can copy whoever you normally copy,
I
whether
think
we
it's a
could.
YouTube video, I'll just have to find it from Craig.
Okay,
I'll
thank
get
you,
some.
thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, anything for the fire department? Code enforcement, Mike. So you got a copy of this? Have you had a chance to review it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you okay if we schedule a public hearing for the next?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to make a motion to have a public hearing on or about 6 PM on June 14th for the review of local law for section 187-7G.
So moved.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
seconded by Dan. Mike, any questions from this, or we should just, anything come out at you? Okay. Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Fee schedule is already approved, so I apologize for putting that on twice. Okay, number 12. I'm going to read it out loud, just so everybody can hear. Dear Mary Ocean Board of Trustees, after thoughtful consideration and determination to do what is in the best interest of both myself and the Village of Fayetteville, I have decided that it is financially beneficial for both of us to submit to, or for both of us, that I submit my letter of resignation to the Village of Fayetteville Clerk Treasurer effective May 27, 2021. My years of service with the New York State Employment Retirement System, along with my age, qualifies me to receive full pension benefits, and allows me to continue working for the Village of Fayetteville as long as my salary does not exceed $35,000 annually. After the effective date of my retirement, I respectfully request that along with my resignation, the board would consider reappointing me to the position of Village Clerk Treasurer with an effective date of June 1st, 2021. Terms of my new employment would be similar to those in the past for other retirees in specific job title, as well as my reduced salary. It does not seem possible that almost 14 years ago I was given the opportunity to serve as Clerk Treasurer of Fayetteville. It has been an honor for me, and I thank each of you, as well as past board members that I have worked for, but especially the residents of Fayetteville. I once told that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I didn't see that before, Lori. Thank you for that. I have been fortunate to know there is truth in those words. Lori Corset. So we need to make a motion, and I'll make that motion that we accept her resignation from the Village of Fayetteville, effective May 27th, 2021.
So, second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Wait,
Wait.
yeah. Yeah. It's like we're losing you, but we're not losing. No, we're losing you, but gaining you in another.
You're
There
right.
you go.
And I hope it works out for you and certainly for the village.
Yes.
It's been, it's been great working with you, and I look forward to continuing.
Just so everybody that's listening understands that there's a system, and in the retirement system, we have now 3 employees that have done this, and it has helped the Village of Fayetteville maintain our cost and also maintain a quality of residents or quality personnel that help the residents. So we have 2 at the DPW and 1 now at our clerk's office. So I appreciate Lori, and it hasn't seemed like it's been 14 years. I remember the day that Marty and I sat and we said, "That's the one." So I appreciate everything that you've done for us. So. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Then I'd like to make a motion that we hire Lori back June 1st, 2021, at a salary of $35,000 annually, with the same that we just gave Billy Way or Pat Massett.
Second, okay.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We have an executive session for advice of counsel. Before that, we'll go around the table. Pam, are you ready for the parade?
Yeah, do you want me to go ahead and comment on that?
Yes.
I would like to comment on our Grand Marshal. We are going to be highlighting the first responders. We have some, what?
No, I'm talking to Lori. I wanted her so.
Oh.
Got it.
We are going to be using first responders. We have some doctors, nurses, National Guard, fire. Do we have a fire person?
We're in the parade already, so.
We don't have one guy to just sort
We're
of
good.
walk? Okay.
Yeah, they'll be well
Okay.
represented. So.
They're well represented down the road. And just to walk and represent those that aided us in the last year. And I think it'll be a pretty smart, oh, I haven't seen this yet. Yeah, this looks
We'll have
really
somebody
nice.
at each side carrying that in front of them for the parade.
Some really good heroes, yes.
We won't let the camera see that because we want it to be a surprise.
Right, I think it'll be a parade worthwhile, and even though we're trimmed down.
Yes.
And no candy.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep people from handing things out and throwing things. So.
Yep.
A little less content. We're walking as we literally walk, and we're walking through this, so we want to try to be as safe as possible. So,
Come and support.
yes. Okay, anything else, Pam?
No.
Dan? Mike?
Oh, good, thank you.
Lori,
Oh,
part-timer.
I know.
Sorry.
So I had a request from, our first financial group, that is our collection agency for the ambulance, to settle on a 2017 ambulance bill. The amount that the patient would like to settle for is $700. The original bill was $1,100 and some odd dollars from 2017. So they haven't paid anything, so.
We need a motion to go ahead and accept the accepted offer. of-
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
That's all I have.
good, Lori. We talked about the Memorial Day Parade. Eagle Scout Project, I just want to let everybody know, the Bird Preserve has started. The Senior Center is in the approval phase, and the dog park, to help with do-good with the benches and the fountains and all the little, I'm gonna call it accoutrements for the park. He is just waiting for approval. So we have 3 projects going on at one time with the Eagle Scouts. The Memorial Day Parade again, just so everybody knows, the ceremony is gonna be at 8 a.m. in the thing. I would like you, if you could, Chief, I asked the veterans, but we have 2 new flags, if we could do a flag raising ceremony after they're done, to just replace those 2 flags. We have them here, so I asked them if they wanted to do it, they said no, we'd be honored if the fire department would do it. So if you could, okay, so, and then we'll go right down, and, start, we're not gonna have a reception under the bridge.
Right, no.
We're not going to, we're just gonna line up in the cars or line up in our areas like we normally do. So no breakfast or anything like that. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Mr. Delaney said he's all set too with all the other things, so we should be in pretty good shape. I want to wish, and I forgot to do it earlier, but Monsignor Ron Bill turns 90 this Thursday, so I just wanted to wish him happy birthday. We've kind of had a streak here with people turning 90. He was our parade marshal 6 or 7 years ago, I think. He's a brigadier general, and he's a pastor at the IC Church, so I just wanted to wish him, on behalf of the board and the residents, a happy 90th birthday. And
Gentleman, was it the senior center?
he was the one that gave our invocation. Yeah, he's turning 90, yeah. So, and then June 2nd, the Tuesday after the parade, we're having a very quick ceremony putting up the a flag for the month of June. So there'll be a press release out on that. With that, we need a motion to go. Anybody in the audience?
I just had a question about what's going on with the crosswalk.
Trying to get that done before we.
What is it? Is it the
That's going to be an
state?
electronic crossing. You're going to hit a button,
Oh.
and it's going to be electronic. Yeah, we requested it from the state. They did the one in Brookside, then they came and said that they were going to do it last year, but because of COVID, it got delayed. Trying to get it done before the parade, but it's a third-party contractor, so I'm kind of yeah. But the state is paying for that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So
So
you mean like a light goes off and stuff?
yes,
Yeah,
it'll be a
flash
flashing
the
light.
lights,
There's actually
yeah.
one if you go towards Green
We
Lakes,
have
you'll
one
see.
of those where we live in the winter.
Oh,
We work really well.
yeah. So that's a busy area. So we were hoping to get
Yeah,
you know.
it is.
It's gonna shine right into your bedroom.
It's okay. I
Okay.
have cataracts anyway.
Okay. We need a motion to go into executive session, and there will be nothing taken
So
after.
moved.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, good.
We'll go to my office. Ted, you can stay out here for a little bit.
It is literally, everything on that list is
I
covered.
get a question.
He said, he told us some of the bigger cities.
It's
they
called-
find
Do you want me to go with you?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We've done these guys before, he's never had a problem. I didn't have to be comfortable, that's all.
Yeah.
Sarah, you
He just
okay?
says that we're not,
The questions I have
there's
were.
6,000 cars a day.
Yeah.
I had first pick.
I didn't know there was a
They took our stuff. They put it on, so you can like it on. So the day we signed the
I
contract,
haven't met him yet.
I
get
told
home,
somebody
you
to
play
put it
that?
up.
and then between
Yeah, I
3
did,
and
but
5
he had to
years,
do
we
his
have
call
to update
stuff.
the equipment.
Regular dog?
And what happens if-
Gallstones.
But basically,
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
We have a service contract for about 10 years on every call.
That's what I was.
No, it's gallstones.
I didn't see that.
I had golf, I had.
There's a service contract on everything
Yeah,
that
they
they gave us.
I have my
for the
glove,
whole life of the
glove
contract.
Did you have it out?
So
How
what-
was it?
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Well, no, what happened was,
No, but when you get it taken out.
Mark beat you. Well, it wasn't,
Well, I'll stop over.
Okay.
all right.
We want, I want to talk about the golf later.
Oh, here's the agenda. And All right, well, that was interesting. I should have brought that up, chicken permit. What's the chicken permit? We didn't get that. Oh, we missed it. It was on the agenda. Chicken permit.
we're listed on this as being.
Need a motion to come out of executive session?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Here's the deal. My mother was tutoring.
Oh, really?
So anyway, this is just one of the things, I mean, I'm a little kid, I don't know,
Yeah,
she's over there tutoring her.
very dressed in